Hi everyone, it's JoJo Empathic here from jojoempathic.com. Welcome to this Q&A on my healer programs that I offer. So I have two programs currently that I am offering to train energy healers. I'm going to wait for a few minutes to see if anyone wants to join us. I'm going to say hello in the live chat. Please drop your questions about my programs in the live chat, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. Um, so I will be doing live webinars for my healer training programs moving forward this year. So sometime every week. If you are interested in becoming a Reiki practitioner, a Reiki master, or a quantum energy healer, this is the webinar for you. So this is your chance to ask any questions about the program to see if it really aligns with the path that you're seeking. So I first want to start off by saying, when I train healers, one of the number one things I'm looking for and wish to attract with others is a desire to serve. So if you feel called to become a healer and maybe you don't know how to get started, maybe you're lacking like the confidence needed to really get started, you're wondering if you're even capable of doing something like this. Number one, you are. That's the first thing I want to mention. Um, is that you are. If you have this inclination and urge to join and start a healing art, it's probably coming from your soul. And one of the most important things you can understand is discernment of your language, because then you won't be so hot and cold. Then you will feel sure that the intuitive nudge that you're experiencing is actually from soul, is from spirit. And when you have that language in your hand, you have a sense of peace and clarity, which is super important in life and also going into any type of business, especially the healing arts. So this starts with a soul push or nudge. You might feel that your angels are nudging you to get into the healing arts, or maybe you had a dream that sparked your interest in Reiki or energy healing. Maybe you had a vision. Maybe the message came through someone else that said, you know what? You're someone that's really good to talk to. You always have guidance. It's like you always know. Or maybe someone told you that, you're a great healer. You're really empathic. You should really go out and do this with other people. So it's different for all of us, okay? And whatever that intuitive nudge is, you want to answer the call. And again, I'm looking for individuals that feel that they've been led into light work, with individuals who feel led to diving deep into the metaphysical realm to heal themselves and others. So it is a soul's calling, okay? So that's the first step. You have some sort of intuitive bell ringing saying, I need to get into the healing arts. And what I can offer you are two different paths. I recommend my Quantum Energy Healer program. This is 12 sessions where we meet weekly, bi-weekly, or once a month. So this can range anywhere from 3 months to a whole year, depending on what your soul is guiding you to, which the duration to take. Okay, so everyone is different. It's the same program, but it's very custom to your needs and wants in this field. So whatever you feel would be best. Some I meet with every week, others I meet with once a month. Okay, so it's completely up to you. I recommend meeting every week. This is for the serious learner, okay? The one that wants to really train every week and practice their abilities with me one-on-one. So it's a great opportunity to be able to say, I'm feeling this intuitive nudge. Whenever I feel like my angels are speaking to me, I get a buzzing on the top of my head. Is this really what's happening? One of the great things about working with someone else that is trained in the art is that I can tune into your intuitive, subtle energy. So whether this is the sensations you're receiving before you get messages from spirit, or your intuitive intelligence system, so your clairvoyance, your clairaudience, I am able to tap into that to help you confirm what you're picking up is actually real. It's one of the hardest parts about spiritual abilities and spirituality is that we often dismiss spirit because the light is so subtle. Our soul speaks to us in a very subtle, soft voice and language that we often miss or dismiss. Okay. So I help you to sort out how you're receiving information as well as who are you receiving the information from. Now, this is unique to all of us. Some healers receive their information in messages from their crown chakra. Others will receive it in through the hands. There are channelers that work specifically from the heart space, from the womb space. So everyone is completely different. And we all have different abilities. Okay. So it is a myth that people are gifted with intuition. There is a gift in intuition that we would call claircognizance. And so this is known as an anointing. You would know if you have an anointing, you just have this knowing or feeling. Other people usually notice that there is a gift in intuition or spiritual connection, and that does require training. If we were in different societies, aside from our modern day society, going back into ancient times, going back to tribal times, intuition was appreciated and it was studied and passed on to through the generations. So we naturally used to actually train in intuition development. It was favored, it was seen as respectable. In today's world, we've forgotten that we actually do need to train our intuitive abilities. It is tied to your brain, your right hemisphere of your brain. And so, just like any other muscle, you have to train it, you have to work it, and you have to keep at it. Okay. So that's what I offer is the how to receive information, how you uniquely receive it, what it means, and who it's coming from. This is the basis of the first 6 sessions that we work together through. So once we have this underway, I call this the foundation of the healer program. So we start with understanding your own language, your spirit team, and also knowing thyself on a deep level. So your personal astrology, which is a super fun day to go over your natal chart. I give you an intuitive natal chart reading. We also go into, we can look into the asteroids too, which will tell you like your parents' names, your kids' names, significant names of the cities that you've grown in or live in. It's amazing to read asteroids and how accurate they are to our lives. So yes, your spouse name is actually written in the stars. Your children's names are written in the stars. So I know how to show you all of that and find it in your chart. And all of this, when we understand our astrology and our numerology, when we begin to dive into our archetypal energy, we begin to really have a stronger relationship with ourselves. We get to know thyself. And this is the foundation of the healer program, is to start there. So we learn to speak with guides and angels, we understand who we are, and then we begin to focus on directing and training our abilities. Okay, so I help you to understand clairvoyance, clairaudience. We begin to dive into your unique abilities and tune them. So I give you different props that I will hold here that you will begin to remotely tap into, which is really fun. And you'll be so surprised at how good you are at it naturally, especially if you found your way to this video. And so we then begin to practice something called psychometry and targeting our consciousness, targeting our psychic ability. So that way we can give remote healings. So I break all of that down for you. I also help you to tune into animals. That's part of my healer training, which is unique. I will help you with the spirit communication with animals as well as sending healing to animals. So you begin to unfold in a just a magical way on this journey. I've seen students go from feeling really disempowered and confused to completely confident that they are on the right track. They don't know everything, but they feel assured they are on the right track and that they have the tools to be able to find the answers that they need in order to stay on track throughout their lives. So it's empowering for me to watch and witness the development that unfolds with this journey. Feels like a great honor to be able to offer a program like this that can put this power back in your hands and help clear up confusion. Then you'll be on your way to starting your own healing arts business. So, one of the first programs you can see in the description link is my 12 session package. So, again, we start with 6 sessions, the foundations of spiritual development, which is open to anyone. If you found yourself to your way to this video and maybe you're saying, I don't want to train as a healer, but I am interested in learning how to speak to my spirit guides. I do want to understand my angel communication. And you know what? Speaking with animals and animal communication, that's always been something that I've been interested in. So you can work with me for 6 sessions and we get that foundational skill developed as well. So I do have a phase 1 of Journey with JoJo, which is 6 sessions, the foundation, open to anyone. And I recommend everyone take the 6 package sessions because that's really going to help you to be your own healer in a sense. You don't even have to go on to phase 2 if you don't want, because from there, that connection with your spirit team and angels is really what you need. You need your language and your team. From there, you're sovereign. You don't need a medium. You don't need energy healers. You are sovereign. So it's one of the best gifts you can give yourself this year in 2026, especially with everything going on and being so unpredictable. It's your keys. I always call Journey with JoJo your keys to the next level. So after phase 1, then there's phase 2. Phase 2 is the healer trainer program, where I go over all of the skills needed to give a successful quantum energy healing session. I also have a standalone class for Reiki practitioners and masters. This is a digital download that's included in the 12 session package in the healer portion of Journey with JoJo. You can go right to jojoempathic.com/Reiki. The link is in the description box and take that 2-hour course at any time. It's almost 2 hours. It's like an hour and 41 minutes. So that you'll have access to that class for 2 days. It's a 2-day workshop. There is a manual included, and your attunement is included in that as well. So after you watch the class, you email me and we schedule a phone call for your attunement, whether this is for Reiki practitioners levels 1 and 2 or masters. It's really easy. Even if you're international, we can get on a Zoom call, a WhatsApp call. You don't have to be on video. It's super quick. I just answer any questions that you have from the class and give you the attunement, which is sending a few symbols into your crown as you sit and receive them. So it's the same class for Reiki practitioners levels 1 and 2 as masters. And let's say you received your certification for levels 1 and 2 outside of JoJo Empathic. That's fine. You can come into Reiki Masters and get an attunement as well. You don't have to have had the first portion from me. So I will attune Reiki practitioner levels 1 and 2 aside from Journey with JoJo attunements. So something a little bit different about my healer program is that I offer psychic surgery techniques. So Reiki is sending universal life force energy in to people, places, situations, objects, animals. And psychic surgery is where you're actually removing energy. It's a form of spiritual clearing and spiritual healing. So if that really speaks to you, you want to do the 12 session package because the Reiki is included as a bonus in that package. So all of my quantum healers that I train are also Reiki healers. Okay. I think it's foundational and it's an amazing, amazing healing modality that works. If you've never had a Reiki session, you can book one with me online. They're only $66 over the phone. Video doesn't even need to be on. If you would like the video calls, we can actually have background music going in the background. Very affordable, super powerful. If you're looking for something deeper and more permanent, because Reiki does wear off, it's like a tune-up or an oil change, okay? You got to keep with it like a maintenance. But quantum energy healing it's like a permanent change. So with quantum healing, you're actually shutting timeline doors you're cutting cords, you are removing imbalances in the body and energy field, and you're spiritual clearing. So it is a deeper level of energy healing, and that's why we call it quantum energy healing. You're working with the quantum field. So I have those two options. So if you're looking for something quick, go in the Reiki training program, the digital class. And if you are looking to really develop skills as a quantum healer, you'll want to do the 12 session package and get the Reiki attunement with that. Now, a little bit more about the 12 session package. It includes the Reiki course and attunement. It also includes the quantum medical intuitive healer training. So we go over medical intuition, and I teach you the language of medical intuition. First, starting with yourself, but how to read others' aura, which I think is important if you're getting into energy healing. Not only mediumship is important because you're receiving messages from angels when you give energy healing sessions, and you're receiving messages and healing from your client's spirit guides. So, mediumship is a must if you are becoming a quantum healer. And then with the quantum healing program, I also included a spiritual clearing training. This is not open to just all of my clients. This is specific for quantum energy healers and those called to serve and help in that direction. So spiritual clearing with others it's a skill. It does require development and extreme boundaries with the energy world because you are working with lower energy to help transmute it. So I don't believe in what we would see as like a traditional exorcism that's kind of violent, and it's an angry, violent, mean process that I don't resonate with. So I actually teach and use a form of spirit release therapy that is part of clinical hypnosis that is very effective, and it's not fear based. It's actually based in love, and so I teach you how to get that power in your hands to not fear darkness, but to transmute it and to not be so swayed or moved by darkness. Because let's face it, it's here. And if we run from it, if we're afraid of it, it wins. Okay. It's just part of this life. It's part of our duality here. So I teach you how to work with it for others. Specifically, if you're drawn to working with me, you more likely are a healer that helps people to clear themselves. And so I give you everything you need to know to do a spiritual clearing in a very clear, clean, ethical way, so that you can go ahead and add that on to your marketing with your healing arts. So that will be important. If people are looking to work with you in terms of energy healing or intuitive healing, a lot of people are going to come to you to clear spiritual attachments and to clear their home and their pets and their kids. So you need to know how to help others to clear themselves. That's a big thing with me. If you are drawn to working with me, it may resonate that we as healers help others to heal themselves. We aren't necessarily the one doing it, especially with channeled healing. That's the universe flowing through us. So I teach you how to put yourself to the side and just be of service to spirit. And that's where you'll find the most significant and powerful healings that you can offer is when you allow the universe to channel through you. Because let's face it, you don't know your client. Okay. I don't know the clients that I read. I don't need to. And especially if spirit's speaking through me, right? If the universe is speaking through me, the universe knows. No background information is needed. And I think that's what really sets me apart in the healing arts and light work is that I don't need photos or, date of birth or is this a Scorpio? Is this a Leo? I don't need any of that because I get myself out of the way and just channel from spirit. So I really help you to be able to do that on your own. And I guarantee you're going to stand out in the community and give very, very powerful, lasting, and deep healings. So some of the healings I've done on myself, I have cleared really painful reproductive system imbalances, hormone imbalances, depression, anxiety, addiction, severe back spinal injury I've healed naturally, chronic pain throughout my entire body from my hands, my knees, my back, all over my body. I used to suffer from chronic pain that really influenced my life in a negative way. And I've healed all of my elements. Now, with others, some of the most significant testimonies I've received, and this is often, is that a lot of my clients report they have pain go away, diagnosis clear, illnesses clear, more clarity. Usually, everyone will feel an instantaneous shift of feeling lighter, more joy, happiness, peace. So, quantum energy healing sessions are powerful as well as Reiki. I have sent healing to very serious illnesses that have significant spontaneous healing of the neurological system, nervous system. Um, I have given spirit release therapy sessions to where stomach aches went away. Client dealing with chronic stomach aches, and then spirit release therapy, and now there's no more stomach aches. So that was a huge testament. Really significant, powerful healing sessions. So again, it's always an honor to be able to offer these, and now I offer a training to you. So if you have any questions about the class or courses or which path may work for you, let me know in the live chat. We do have some interactions here. I'm going to stop and say hello. So I have Maria Scorpio. Hi, may we ask other questions? Hi, Maria. So this is actually a webinar. I'm getting better at the development of webinars for you guys this year. So I do plan to have screen sharing and slideshows for you on some of the upcoming webinars. I will be doing this every week sometime, just to hop on here to see if anyone that's interested in becoming a quantum energy healer or Reiki practitioner, you can ask any live questions. So this is actually just a webinar to go over healer training. But I do offer free shows Tuesdays and Thursdays. Today, time flew by, and I totally forgot that I have had a free show today. It wasn't on my calendar, and that can't happen. So it's on my calendar for next week and the rest of this week too. So I won't forget. Got a busy schedule, and time just slipped away. But this is not for free readings. Okay. Now, and then we also have Melissa. Hi, it's Melissa from New Zealand. Hey, Melissa, thanks for joining. So tonight is a webinar on my Quantum Energy Healer program. The links are in the description box, and you can drop any questions in the live chat that you have for the Healers course. So I am also running a Reiki course in person. And this is on the 25th. Write this date down, February 25th at 6 p.m. in person. If you are interested, please reach out via email to sign up. So it's jojo@jojoempathic.com. I'm getting a group together for those that would like to participate in the refilming of my Reiki course. Okay, so the Reiki course is the first portion of it is the curriculum. I go over what is Reiki, how to do it, and then there's also a live demonstration of the hand positions and how to give a session. And then there's actually a portion of me giving an actual Reiki session. It's really good and interesting. So I will be refilming this class. If you would like to be a participant, I'm offering it 50% off. So it's $150 versus the $300 that it normally is. Great deal. You get to participate in something larger than you. This is something where others will watch the course and really benefit from the information, the curriculum, and watching you participate. And the healers that watch it will then go out and give healing. So it's huge, okay? It's like a ripple. One portion, one piece or particle influences the rest of the wave. So if you are interested in joining us live, one of my quantum healer students will be there. So he's already volunteered to be the demonstration of the session, but I am looking for active participants. So if this speaks to you and maybe you want to join us, it'll be really fun. You can ask questions on camera. Join us. So that's February 25th at 5 p.m. in Frisco, Texas. Okay. Sign up at jojoempathic.com. at jojoempathic.com. So shoot me an email so we can get you on the list here. You also want to subscribe to my emailer. I am in the process of getting the New Moon emailer back up and running, but from my new website. So if you were part of my newsletter before, I have a whole new website, same place. It's it's jojoempathic.com. But at the bottom of the page, if you scroll down, you'll be able to input your email and you can sign up for my newsletter. That'll keep you up to date with what's going on in JoJo Empathic world, from free shows to different, podcasts or appearances that I'm going on, or opportunities for you. Now that leads me to kind of the last thing I want to talk about with the Quantum Energy Healer course is that you will then begin to have an opportunity to work aside with me at the EA Center. So, and this goes also for Reiki practitioners and masters. Once you train with me in any capacity, I offer you a spot at the EA Center. So the EA Center, I want you to go check it out. You can find it right from my website. You can see the core values to see if it speaks to you. If you become a healer at the EA Center, you get to keep 100% of your profits and advertise your business and be a part of our healer community. Okay. So this is my prayer team, actually. So if I receive prayer requests, you will be part of that community to help actively send prayer and healing. Super exciting. So also for the healers at the EA Center, if I have, let's say, a show, let's say maybe I'm going to a trade show, or I'm going to give a gallery reading, or there's an opportunity where I need another healer to join me. Like, let's say on my radio show, like I just did with my last show on my birthday with Joanne Carvalho, a fellow host on News for the Soul Radio. She joined me on my show that airs every fourth Wednesday of the month at noon Central on newsforthesoul.com. So opportunities like that, like how cool. Okay, so really, this is an opportunity to learn, grow, empower yourself, and then step into the world with support with an established healer already. So lots and lots of opportunities for you guys. I'm super excited. If this speaks to anyone here, let me know in the comments after the fact, after this is posted, and reach out via email if you're interested in the Reiki course, okay, in person. So thank you guys so much for joining, and I will keep you posted on the next webinar. Again, I'm going to try to get out here every week. Today was a super busy day for me. The past few days have been. So schedule's packed. And I really look forward to seeing who resonates with this and who this speaks to. All of the links are in the description box. And so again, drop your questions in the comment box if you're watching this after, and I can answer on the next live webinar. Be sure to hit the bell notification to be notified when I go live. All right, guys, thank you so much, and I look forward to all my fellow healers out there.